What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I bring to you the C63s coupe and the s63 coupe, and they're a bit like the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro, or big sister, little sister. And as usual, we're going to take a look at the engines, then looks and main luxury points, and finally performance. We begin with the Motard. I'm assuming that's how you say engine in German. Anyways, the s63 coupe comes with a 5.5 liter V8 bi-turbo engine that makes 577 horsepower and 900 Nm of torque. Driving all its four wheels, it'll do 0 to 60 in an unhurried 3.9 seconds, while the C63s comes with a 4 liter V8 bi-turbo engine that makes 503 horsepower and 700 Nm of torque. It does this driving the rear wheels only, making it do 0 to 60 in also an unhurried 4 seconds. And now we move on to the looks, where we're going to start with the s63 coupe. The s63 coupe has got a classic adulty aggressive look that still maintains its posture, which by that I mean it's a super clean car. It seems very well organized and the front end is super. The side is not my favorite, but it still looks good. It's slow enough and it's almost silky smooth looking, which some people might like. And the rear end looks a little conservative. Nothing lets me know that this is an s63 other than the badge and the exhaust tips. While the C63s coupe is aggressive and youthful looking, it's not well organized and it's got a little mess to it, which is definitely nice. The front end is definitely sharp and mean looking, while the side has got that oomph to it. White fenders, nice looking AMG rims, and the rear end very nice with a dab of aggressive. Now that you've seen what they both look like, it's time you see what they both sound like. So this is the battle of exhausts. And now my favorite part about filming YouTube videos is getting in the back. Now if you push this seat forward, it'll move on its own, which is nice. Now getting into the back, right away, you can tell there isn't that much space. I'm gonna kill myself now. I'm just... Now the back of the seat is a bit more like manual labor. Tight, uncomfortable, good looking though. Definitely not gonna be a quiet ride. And headroom and legroom is right about awful. While getting in the back of the S, it's a bit of a similar story. You just gotta push the seat forward and it'll also move on its own. And if my geometry is right, it looks like you have a lot more space to get in, which is definitely true. Now the S is spacious, comfortable, good looking and quiet, and it feels of luxury. And when we move on to the front, as I mentioned before, I am a bit of a sportsman myself. Again, not in shape, but in preference. The C63s AMG coupe bucket seats are something out of this world. So sporty and aggressive, they look very good, and they are also comfortable enough to where you can just cruise around without blowing out discs, which is nice. While in the s63 coupe, it is a bit more of a luxury couch. The seats look sophisticated, bulky, and comfortable, which obviously it is. And of course, both cooled and heated seats, and you've got massage function and various other features that go with it. Now taking a real quick look at the cabin, the C63s is drenched in drip, aka carbon fiber, which is so impressive. I mean, look at the whole thing. The whole thing is just carbon. While the S has only got carbon in this area, I'm not sure what exactly you call it. And in terms of this area, both cars are fairly alike. But you do get more options in the C, which is quite surprising. You'll get Sport Plus and Race Mode, which don't exist in the S. In the S, you'll only get Sport, Comfort, and Manual. In terms of infotainment, both these cars are the same production year. The S will have a much bigger screen. And when it comes to the dashboard, the S will have a digital one again, and the C will have analog. In conclusion, both these cars are something special. Big V8 engines. Big V8 engines are dying. What the f did I write? Big V engines are dying, children are crying, and now we're living in a world of electrifying. Get the fuck out of here. But they do look amazing, and honestly, any person would be truly lucky to get to experience such nice cars. I'm only yapping all this stuff so I can just put some nice drone overlays. Alright guys, on to the most important part of the video, the performance aspect of things. And in my opinion, the s63 coupe is, with all due respect to the C63, it's faster. And I would even go as far as saying a lot faster. So, we shall find out very shortly. Alright guys, so here is the launch. Brakes all the way in, gas all the way in, and off we go. Nice, that was a nice launch. But anyways, we're gonna briefly drive both these cars individually and then see which one is just overall feels better. Right now we're in the S63 coupe and we are in sport mode. We've just made a big turn, which is definitely nice. It pulls really well and it just happens to generate speed ever so peacefully, which I don't think is extremely nice because you just don't feel it. You are going. Now, does it feel heavy? Absolutely, it does feel heavy, and it is a heavy car, right? But here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna launch this car one more time, and then we're gonna turn around and go get the C63s. All the way on the brake, all the way on the gas, and out we go. It's a bit of a slow launch, but it's good. It's not a very torquey car, even though the torque figures on this car are massive. And before we get into the C63, we're in 4th gear going 60, and then we're gonna step on it, drops to 2nd, and off we go. There was a slight delay there, so we'll find out now in the C63 if that exists. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the car in Sport Plus, and we're gonna go brakes all the way in, gas all the way in, and we're gonna go. Right, struggling with traction. A lot more torquey, a lot more aggressive, and a lot better sounding. As you can hopefully see, the camera is shaking and the car is stiff. I think we were in 4th gear going around 60, and here's 60, and we're just gonna step on it. A lot more instantaneous and a lot more aggressive. Now we're gonna go back to comfort mode. Now, when it comes to aggression, the C63S is miles ahead of the S. And we'll get up to, let's say, 70 kilometers an hour. And here's 70, and we step on it. A little bit of a delay, no traction loss, a lot more torque. And this all tells us that the C63S is a proper sports car, while the S63 Coupe more of a luxury car that tends to go fast. You see, me personally, I definitely go with the C63S over the S63. And before we end today's video, I would just like to let you know that both these cars are some of the finer things that we've seen in life. And obviously, they are both different cars made for completely different reasons. And just to be clear, I do know that the S63 is faster than the C63. But the C is a bit more my age, even though I might look like a red flag to airport security. But regardless of all that, you either want luxury fast or aggressive fast, and it will all come back to you. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys like this video, make sure you like and comment down below. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.